folks, welcome back to E028. It's Alex here. So I'm super grateful because through the week I went through a lot of things. Like, whoa, crazy. I went through a lot of issues and it was amazing simply because even if I broke, I was in a position of running. It was just like any other opportunity of running and just trying to become the best version of myself by learning from my failures. And that is what the schools fails to teach us simply because we are being taught that it's not okay to fail, We're being programmed that whenever you fail, you are a loser or something like that. And that way you end up thinking that this life you don't have to fail. But life out here is altogether different because you have to fail to run. You have to fail and you have to analyze your failure and just understand what made me fail, then learn the lesson from that. And that is what the schooling system failed to show us. And that is why most of the people are failing. And I came to realize that simply because I was thinking about flexibility. A lot of people are not flexible in life, especially men, simply because they cannot be in a position of, they are desensitized to a point that they are not in a position of taking an extra step or getting out of their comfort zones because they're not familiar with what they are going to find out there. Like they're not courageous enough to face whatever life throws at them simply because they know very well, if I fail, according to how school programmed me, if I fail then I'm a failure, and that way they end up being stuck in the same spot in life. And I mean, we all desire change, technically speaking, and that is the reason as to why most of us are in a position of admiring to travel or maybe acquire some freedom in such a way that you can travel whenever you want, you can go, like you can do your stuff freely. And this is something that we end up losing simply because we get too comfortable with the convenience of life and are not in a position of wanting to change it because we're just not courageous enough to face what life will throw at us. That is just what it is. And in this video I just came to tell you people that if you really need to change or you want to make a better version of yourself, you have to be courageous enough to step up, to step up and just decide that this and this and this has to go, and this and this and this has to stay. For instance, the addicts, the people who smoke weed, such kind of things, alcohol and such, these people are stuck in one thing for like a lot of years. It's just amazing how that is actually done simply because these people, getting these people to that breaking point, to a point that they say enough is enough, I'm not gonna do this, is actually, it takes like a lot of time, because that is the comfort zone that he has and he's actually fearing to lose it. And that way you end up being stuck with the same thing with jobs and being employed, because the way you earn money, maybe for instance for 5 years, for 5 years you earn money through a job, then letting go of that job, if you are not preparing yourself for those 5 years, it will be tough. And it's just addictive. You're just thinking, "Oh, okay, next month I'll be having a paycheck." The same thing with life, the habits, everything. If you are not in a position of deciding to change it to get a better result, simply because a lot of us are in a position of doing the same things, yet are getting the similar results, yet we want different results, of which it's actually delusional, as Albert Einstein said. Doing the same thing, expecting different results, is just insanity. That's the definition of insanity. So you just have to understand, young man, if you want your life to change, you have to be in a position of being flexible. Whatever is holding you behind has to go. You just have to be courageous enough and just decide, I'm fucking tired of this. You just have to look at your life and be like, what the fuck did I create with myself? Like, you just have to be honest. and just get pissed off that you cannot be in a position that you wanted to be in the first place, then decide to chase it. You should be seeing your dream car passing by and you're like, God damn, I'm gonna push myself, man. It should give you chills. It should be in a position of inspiring you to change whatever you have at the present moment, and just going for that thing that you want, because there's nothing but like settling, you know, settling for whatever you have, you know, saying that you are okay with life. That no, you are not. You want something better, and that is something that you have to step up for. You have to step up for it, whatever it freaking takes. You just have to be in a position of saying enough is enough, and that is the position that a lot of young men are not in a position of getting to. You know, they're not in a position of getting to simply because they got inundated to that thing that they think is good, okay, fun or something like that. It's fun doing this, it's fun doing that. Bruv, you're just destroying yourself with the same freaking habits yet expecting different results. It's just foolish. People, you have to understand that if you desire something to change in your life, you have to change. You have to be flexible. You have to mold yourself. You have to teach yourself to be like water, you know. Like Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend. Be water, and just be in a position of fitting anywhere. You know. Be flexible. It comes along with perspicacity, understanding what is happening, then shifting yourself towards that to fit to that area. If you have ever observed a chameleon, and whenever it goes to this kind of a field, it turns and becomes such field that it's being surrounded with. The same thing with life. As a young man, if you are not in a position of doing that, at the end of the day, you are the one who will lose. That is what it is. You just have to be flexible, young man. Be flexible. Stop holding yourself to just one thing. You know, stop holding yourself to that bottle of fucking wine and that bullshit. Stop holding yourself to that woman who is breaking you, or vice versa. Even for women, stop destroying yourself with doing similar things that are not giving you the results that you want. You just have to be courageous enough to take the next step and change it. And that's what really matters at the end of the day. Be the best version of yourself. I'm super grateful. And if you got any value from this video, be in a position of subscribing. And let's consider that as a form of value exchange between us. It will be super grateful, simple because it's still moving on. It's still going to the freaking top, big dog. See you in the next one.